Basically, there are three parts to it the intention is to do it all at one time. First part is to expand the dog shelter part. This would add 5 quarantine runs. Currently, animals that are quarantined, whether because they've bitten somebody, they have to be rabies quarantined, or they're quarantined for severe behavioral or health problems, they're all currently in the existing 30 kennels. We have some physical protections there, but there's really no separation between them and the rest of the dogs that are available for adoption. So these 5 separate kennels, which will be in a different location and away from the public, it'll allow us to really separate those dogs out, and that way it'll free up the kennels in the current kennels area for dogs that will be available for adoption, so it'll actually add us a little bit of capacity there. It'll also add an indoor volunteer area where they can bathe dogs, have a place to interact with dogs, and if it's like a rainy, muddy day, it'll be a little more pleasant for them. It'll allow us to move the animal control supervisor and the 5 animal control officers that are currently kind of crammed into one little room to their own workspaces, so that each officer will have his own desk, computer, phone, have a workspace where they can prepare their cases and that sort of thing. And what that would do is open up the area that they're currently in for its original purpose, which was as a puppy room. So we can have an indoor area for the puppies. We can sort of locate them with some indoor caging that we can use. And since right now we currently house them in the kennel, that'll open up additional kennel space. So it'll again add to our capacity. And it'll be a little more pleasant for people that want to come in and look at puppies. They have an indoor, dry, nice area where we can interact with them there. So that's the sort of dog shelter expansion part. A secondary part of that, which was brought up during one of the commission meetings, is the idea of adding something like 6 additional kennel runs to the existing group of 30 kennels that we have. Again, this would just increase capacity. There'd be some cost involved, obviously, in the additional, if we're housing more animals, but we could potentially use empty runs as sort of a barrier between dogs, or allow us to clean those runs a little bit better if we can leave a few that are empty. So the other part is the cat shelter. Currently, we're occupying the old Humane Society building, which before that was the old county animal control building. It's pretty old. It's in not very good repair. And because of where it's located relative to the airport expansion, it's probably not going to be used for anything after we vacate it. It'll be good to get all of our staff located in one location. The caretakers over there can sort of freely move about, caring for the cats, caring for the dogs, helping out customers. Right now they're kind of stuck in one place, so we'll be able to utilize them a little bit more. It'll give us an indoor cat interaction area for the adoptable cats. We'll have a couple of interaction rooms where they can bring a cat into the room and play with one cat, sort of away from the other ones, and they can kind of see how the cat's personality is. One of those rooms can be converted to a kitten room, so in the spring and summer when we get a large number of kittens in, we'll have a dedicated place for the overflow. Again, that's just additional capacity in the adoption area. Then we'd have separate food prep, cleaning areas, and some isolation rooms where we would isolate rabies quarantine or medical isolation, or any cat that comes in that may have upper respiratory. Right now we only have one medical room, so they're all kind of in one place, but this way if we have separate isolation rooms, we can truly isolate them away from the food prep area, and that just helps us a lot with the disease control issues.